watching her stream, I knew that she was the girl of my dreams. I took out PayPal to tier 3 send to the one I love. She went offline, I want her all the time. See me giggle when I hear that Twitch chime. She'll never notice me, but one day she will see my I love you in chat and a donation. Please just notice me. One day I'm watching that same streamer on Twitch. She thanked me for the gifted subs. I know why I'm doing this. There's only 2 reasons why. She makes my heart limp, and yes, I'm a simp. But even if I go broke, I know that I'm no imp. I'm a simp. One day I start to watch a streamer on Twitch. I gifted 20 subs. Why am I doing this? There's only 2 reasons why. She makes my heart limp, and yes, I'm a simp. I started off as a tier 1 sub. She made me laugh, she gave me love. I gave it, and now I'm at tier 2. After tier 3, what am I gonna do? After a few hours of watching her stream, I knew that she was the girl of my dreams. I took out PayPal to tier 3 send to the one I love. She went offline, I want her all the time. See me giggle when I hear that Twitch chime. She'll never notice me, but one day she will see my I love you in chat and a donation. Please just notice me. One day I'm watching that same streamer on Twitch. She thanked me for the gifted subs. I know why I'm doing this. There's only 2 reasons why. She makes my heart limp, and yes, I'm a simp. But even if I go broke, I know that I'm no imp. I'm a simp. One day I start to watch a streamer on Twitch. I gifted 20 subs. Why am I doing this? There's only 2 reasons why. She makes my heart limp, and yes, I'm a simp. I started off as a tier 1 sub. She made me laugh, she gave me love. I gave it, and now I'm at tier 2. After tier 3, what am I gonna do? watching her stream, I knew that she was the girl of my dreams. I took out PayPal to tier things up to the one I love. She went offline, I want her all the time. See me giggle when I hear that Twitch chime. She'll never notice me, but one day she will see my I love you in chat and that donation. Please just notice me. One day I'm watching that same streamer on Twitch. She thanked me for the gifted subs. I know why I'm doing this. There's only two reasons why. She makes my heart limp, and yes, I'm a simp. But even if I go broke, I know that I'm no imp. I'm a simp. One day I start to watch a streamer on Twitch. I gifted 20 subs. Why am I doing this? There's only two reasons why. She makes my heart limp, and yes, I'm a simp. I started off as a tier 1 sub. She made me
Yo, welcome. Luckily, the guy across the hall from me just stopped playing REM incredibly loud. Holy shit, Asmongold messaged me saying he really loves my channel. Get banned, bro. Stay the fuck on out of here.
She went offline, I want her all the time. See me giggle when I hear that Twitch chime. She'll never notice me, but one day she will see my I love you in chat and that donation. Please just notice me. One day I'm watching that same streamer on Twitch. She thanked me for the gifted subs. I know why I'm doing this. There's only two reasons why. She makes my heart limp, and yes, I'm a simp. But even if I go broke, I know that I'm no imp. I'm a simp.
Bring on tier 6. Alright, let's get started. I guess I don't really need to intro this, it's got its own intro. The KKMD manifesto. The following, hold on, let me check my audio levels. Oh, we're very loud. Very cool. The following manifesto was written by a large group of medical and pre-medical students in DGG that would prefer to remain anonymous. We believe KKMD is lying about his status as a medical professional. Furthermore, we believe it is highly problematic for a chatter to claim to be a medical doctor in chat and provide medical advice. If there's a chance he is not a legitimate medical professional and routinely lies about his credentials, we recognise that we utilise we recognise that we utilise a substantial amount of evidence from a now banned DGG chatter, known as sardine, octo/stegosaurus. For this reason, we do not consider sardine to be a reliable source and explicitly request video evidence to confirm the validity of all DM logs he provided. Damn. Get authorized, sardine. KKMD is one of few chatters in DGG with a medical professional badge. He consistently provides his takes on scientific topics. In medicine, as a self-proclaimed US medical doctor, we grow increasingly suspicious of his status as a medical professional based on obvious contradictions in his logs regarding his medical background and the considerable amount of time he spends in chat every day. We took note of the fact that Sardine was one of the only chatters to publicly challenge KKMD's status as a medical professional in chat. Following his ban, we reached out to Sardine via Discord and asked him to provide the evidence he claimed to have against KKMD. Sardine made it clear to us that he's taking a break from DGG for his mental health and doesn't want to be involved in this manifesto, but he is willing to provide the evidence he has and step aside. Part 1. The Contradicting Conversations of KKMD. Summary of Conversation 1. The first conversation occurs between Octo and KKMD after he claims to be a general surgeon in the US. In the conversation, KKMD claims to be currently in a general surgery fellowship program without ever completing a surgical residency program. Octo correctly points out that you cannot legally be part of any surgical fellowship or sub-specialization without completing a surgical residency first, the American College of Surgeons. Additionally, Octo points out the obvious lack of understanding on KKMD's behalf regarding the types of fellowships offered to such medical doctors following the completion of residency. Optional fellowships following a general surgery residency would entail specialization in a specific type of general surgery, like vascular surgery, colorectal surgery, surgical oncology, etc., etc., etc. If you only want to practice medicine as a general surgeon, fellowship is not needed, and your 5-year residency will suffice. It's pretty damning stuff. How could he be a doctor if he doesn't even understand how to be a doctor? The summary of conversation number 2. The second conversation occurs after Octo waits 2 months and creates an alt account named Stegosaurus. This could allude to why this guy had to take a mental health break. Stegosaurus pretends to be a random pre-med student in DGG seeking advice from KKMD. Eventually KKMD claims, in this conversation, to currently be a family medicine... I just ate some pizza. A family medicine residency program. To be in a family medicine... FMR program. This directly contradicts the conversation he had 2 months prior with Octo, in which he claims to have already completed residency. And was attending a general surgery fellowship. Additionally, oh my god, this document is 54 pages. Additionally, let's just see how it goes. Additionally, in this conversation with Stegosaurus, KKMD admits that in order to practice as a surgeon, or in his words, sub-specialize in surgery, he would need to restart residency and complete 5 to 7 years of surgical residency. This directly contradicts his conversation with Octo, in which he claims to be able to practice medicine in a general surgical fellow as a general surgeon. Sorry, I'm just shook that this is 54 pages long. Apparently I can't even read. This directly contradicts his conversation with Octo, in which he claims to be able to practice medicine as a general surgical fellow, despite having never attended a surgical residency program. That's it. That's all we need to know. He's a liar. He's done. He's done. He's done, chat. Okay, we had just had 50 pages of logs. Angel thump. After reading those conversations, it became apparent KKMD has been lying in private to who he believes to be different cheddars regarding his specialisation and credentials as a supposed medical doctor. We felt compelled to check his DGG chat logs on Russell Search to see if we could discover anything else he had said regarding his medical background. Upon checking, we realised KKMD had recently deleted all of his logs prior to 07/24/2024. Really? So everything that's not like 7 days back? I didn't even know you could delete your stuff out of Russell Search. So, we reluctantly reached out to Sardine to see if he had any more evidence. Sardine responds with a link to 2 spreadsheets, a screenshot, and then blocked us. As it turns out, Sardine had been meticulously documenting every single chat log KKMD had ever sent to DGG in 15.5 months straight. From his very first chat in 02/03/2023 up until 05/14/2024. This must be his very first chat with Sardine, right? Otherwise, if Sardine is just like, oh, new chatter, time to log everything, that would be strange. October 19th is this first one between KKMD. Oh, you see this? And then Octo replies, yeah, I see this. So these are all logs between Octo and KKMD. The following chat logs are the entire conversation between KKMD and Octo, an old account of Sardine. And we have a streamable, which I guess shows the logs. Okie dokie. The first spreadsheet can be found here. It documents every chat message KKMD ever sent in DGG in chronological order. So this goes back to March 2023 up until like June 2024. And then we have, and this goes back, so this is just all KKMD's logs. Damn. This guy's use of Excel spreadsheet is phenomenal. Boomer mindset. Not to say there's anything wrong with it, it's just they, really value people who can use this shit. The second spreadsheet can be found here, KKMD calendar. It documents the exact time every chat message from KKMD was sent in DGG each day in order to visualize the times throughout the week. Is this like a graph? Holy. Friday, Tuesday, so there's some days missing. I guess we just look at the numbers. We could look at the date. I just think if I want to like scan across, just to see how much time this dude actually spends in DGG. I wonder what kind of software this guy wrote to grab all this. What code? Sorry, I'm not like a tech bro. Use words dumb sometimes. So this is 15 months, every time of every message catalogued. Upon reading KKMD's logs, we notice some interesting messages. Here's the log that Octo sent in the conversation with KKMD. Octo, I don't want to see your dick, bruh. But Jen surged to answer your question. What's the interesting part about this? I guess this is just him saying he's a general surgeon, right? And here's some other KKMD logs we find relevant. Destiny, any past surgery, just going to take a medical history at this point, fuck it. And medical expert, no child, marriage, please, thanks. Nabisco Family Medicine GP, aka the shit Destiny needs help with currently. And it's about as good as one can expect, I guess. Busy. Isaac, good to know you wanted medical advice, and it's the rare occasion I can be useful. Lol. Pastel Dallas, I'll keep it brief then. The bad news is the majority of his issues is just going to have to run its course and require symptom relief. The good news is if he goes to the doctor right now and tells them it has been past 7 days since symptom onset, they'll probably give him some amoxicillin. With or without clavulinate to make sure it goes away over a couple of days. That's the current guidelines, and it will save him a trip if he just reads this. I do a little heart surgery, and building a computer still seems like magic. Fuck that, I'll buy a pre-built, thanks. Whatever, dude. Why did I pick cardiothoracic surgery over plastics? Smash it. The screenshots provided by Sardine even include some of these logs. KKMD routinely provides medical advice to chatters, even going as far as to give Destiny medical advice while claiming to be a medical expert. He routinely changes his story regarding his medical background and specialization. One day he will say he's a GP physician, and the next day he will say he's a cardiothoracic surgeon. We are sure if you continue to dig through his logs, you will continue to find contradictory information regarding his background, constant declarations of being a medical expert, constant offers to provide medical advice, and much, much more. If you look at the KKMD calendar, you will see it's extremely common for him to spend upwards of 8 hours a day in the middle of a working day chatting in DGG. As medical students with experience on rotations/shadowing, family in the medical field, and an understanding of what we expect in residency, it is honestly laughable that KKMD pretends to be working as a physician in residency or fellowship while spending this much time in chat. Resident physicians are notorious for working up to 80 hours a week in the US. Regardless, we expect most people in DGG understand how much physicians work in the US and how ridiculous it is to claim to be working any sort of full-time in-person job that involves interacting with patients while spending upwards of 8 hours a day in chat during working days for months on end. Once again, we must reiterate that it is highly problematic for someone with a medical professional flair to claim to be a doctor and provide medical advice if there is a chance they are not legitimate, and routinely lie about their credentials. Quite honestly, it is undeserving and unbecoming of any medical professional to lie about their credentials and engage in this behaviour. KKMD has publicly stated multiple times that he lives and works in Texas. He has repeatedly stated, fuck, I just realised that I still have this thing up on my screen. Oh, I lost all my viewers anyway. KKMD has publicly stated multiple times that he lives and works in Texas. He has repeatedly stated this in DGG before, and after he told Stegosaurus he was a family medicine resident. KKMD, ATB, yeah, I live in Texas, 30 minutes is nothing. Cragdor, I live in Texas and already own 2 already, so... You may recall the first conversation between KKMD and Octo. KKMD states he attended UK Oxner for medical school. In that same conversation, he admits to never having attended a surgical residency. In the second conversation between KKMD and Stegosaurus, KKMD claims that he is in fact a family medicine resident, while he claims to be all sorts of doctors. Through his logs and conversations with chatters, he has only ever claimed to have attended residency as a family medicine doctor. The medicinal school he claims to have attended, UK Oxner, publicly provides the state and residency specialty in which each student matches into and ultimately attends residency in the following year. This data can be found here. Oh, that's neat. Destiny. I didn't graduate from med school until I was 31. Am I fucked now? Should I end it all? I'm teasing. Hope you're doing well, man. When communicating with Stegosaurus and Octo, he states he is 34. This would mean he graduated from medical school and matched into residency approximately 3 years prior to these conversations, which took place in 2023. Thus, based on KKMD's claims, we should expect KKMD to have graduated from medical school and matched into his family medicine residency program around 2020. However, as you can see from the data and the chart below, not a single medical student in the past 6 years from UK Oxner has matched into a family medicine residency program in Texas. Damn. It's pretty conclusive. All of this begs the question, why would any legitimate doctor feel compelled to lie about their medical credentials? Why would they tell one person they're in a fellowship general surgery program while telling another they are still in residency for family medicine? Why would they claim to be a GP physician publicly and a week later claim to be a cardiothoracic surgeon? If you ask Dr. Avi what his specialization is, he will tell you immediately he is a dermatologist. There is no hesitancy to share that information on his part. He's not spreading lies in private to different chatters regarding his credentials, and there's certainly no lack of understanding on his part of the fellowship opportunities offered to residents, or the requirements to be in a surgical fellowship program. We can guarantee he would never claim that it's possible to attend a surgical fellowship program without ever attending a surgical residency, nor would he ever claim to attend a medical school that he did not in fact attend. He certainly would not routinely spend 8 hours in the middle of a working day typing in chat, but that's because Dr. Avi is honest about his status as a medical professional. KKMD is not. It is highly problematic for someone with a medical professional flair to claim to be a doctor and provide medical advice if there is a chance they are not legitimate and routinely lie about their credentials. Quite honestly, whether or not KKMD continues to provide medical advice in chat as a fake doctor. It is undeserving and unbecoming of any medical professional to engage in this behaviour. Wow. That's crazy.
One day I start to watch a streamer on Twitch. I gifted 20.
We've got 42 people reading this right now.
There's only two reasons why. She makes my heart limp, and yes, I'm a simp. I started off as a dear, what's up? She made me laugh, she gave